Hello, everybody. It's Jason,
And it's Marnie.
and it's Friday today.
It's Friday, Jason. Friday of the last full week of May.
I know I'm like kind of don't know what's going on. I feel like I've lost time, perspective of time.
It really has gone quickly. I can't believe where May has been actually. Like it's been so quick. I think it was like just yesterday we were dressed in our Star Wars
Yes.
costumes doing May the 4th be with you. And now it's like we're coming into June.
Yeah, but man, May's been pretty powerful. We've connected with some of our mentors and just had like some amazing learning opportunities.
Oh.
And yeah, but yeah, you're right. It's hard to believe May is gone.
Yeah, you're so right though. It was very exciting to connect with the people that we got to connect with. I feel so incredibly grateful for their knowledge and their just giving us of their time. Right, was just really amazing. So thankful. And the best part is many of them have like said they'd come back.
You
Like
know, how weird is that?
I know, and they themselves offered that without us even suggesting. So that's really exciting. Could make June for to be like an exciting month too, right? So
Yeah, we might even become famous or something if we get all
maybe,
people.
yes, get our own T-shirts and coffee mugs. You never know.
We might have to do that. Watch for it. Um, but interesting though, I think what I liked is it still has been just really real conversations and common conversations with common people.
Yeah,
And I think that just has made me feel more comforted, I think.
yeah, me too.
So what are your plans for the weekend?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what my plans for sure will be. Something in nature, and actually what I'm kind of giggling about, Jason, is like right now you look like you're kind of in a pond, which is actually the topic of today's little segment.
Oh, wasn't that it's just a smooth transition we made?
We are pretty slick, you and
Pretty
I.
good.
So Jason is kind of like Jason is way more creative than I am, as you can see with my very plain background. Jason is, in what makes me think about a pond, and where we're going with this is yesterday when we were speaking with Steve, he said something that really resonated with us in regards to the nurturing qualities that nature provides, right? And just getting outside and getting into nature has like a really profound impact on our mental wellness, our mood. And there's a lot of research actually that really talks about the power of nature, and whether that's the nature in your backyard or whether it's walking in a path, in your community, um, getting out in nature. And I can't even believe that I haven't shared this story
Me
on,
either. Me either.
on online yet, because for those of you that work with me, this is something I talk about lots in the spring. And so today I'm really honored to share with you my powerful story of Gertrude. So I have the privilege, my family has the privilege of, in the spring, and this is the 6th spring that this has happened, we have Gertrude who comes and visits. There she is. Look at her. She's so beautiful. This was her this morning. A mallard duck, and she nests in the plant pot right on my front step. And the first year she came, it was almost disbelief. I had a duck in my plant pot and there was eggs, and oh my goodness. And it was so exciting and nerve wracking. And we watched, mind you, we would be at work and school, but she would come and she would lay her eggs. And then we learned a lot about the mallard duck as a result of her being on our front step in our pot. And she incubated her little eggs, and then they hatched, and then away they went. And we kind of, you know, loved that experience and thought we were so fortunate that we got to see her and name her and watch all her babies hatch and go to the pond. And then the next year she came back, and then the next year she came back. And so this is the 6th year of Gertrude coming, nesting in my plant pot. And it has become, when we talk about rituals and routines, it has become really a ritual for us in the spring. And we weren't sure if she would be back this year. We thought with the pandemic, maybe she would be physically distancing as well. But lo and behold, there she arrived at the end of April. And she's laid her eggs. I'm not sure how many because she covers them up with the down, as you can see in this picture.
Oh, that's around there, yeah. All this stuff.
Yeah, and now she's incubating because she's on her nest pretty much all day. She does leave for a very short period of time to get some water and to feed. But we're expecting, based on the timing, because it kind of, the incubation starts after she's laid her last egg. This is eggs actually from last year. We didn't get a picture of them uncovered, but we believe she'll be hatching, like the eggs will be hatching within a week or so, I think. That is quite an experience, let me tell you. We're very excited now because we're home because of the pandemic. We're home every day. So actually, I think she's kind of a little annoyed. Oh, that's from a few years back. That's after they had hatched. So once they hatch, they have to dry off, and it's about 24 hours after they hatch, they actually go to water. They leave and they don't return to the nest. So in this picture, when Gertrude is in her pot with her babies, there's a lot of like commotion and noise, and she's trying to keep them all, you know, together. And then she left to go get water, I believe, and they were just still, like they were just sitting in a clump and they wouldn't make any noise. And so we were able to take this picture of them. So precious. And then once they're ready to go, they just kind of all hop out of the pot. And I thought initially, after, like when we saw them the first year, I was thinking I was going to have to build like some kind of ramp, or how are they going to get out? But they figure it out. Like, it's interesting how in nature there's just a natural unfolding that happens, and they figure it out, and they all get out of the pot, and she kind of collects all of them, and then they make their march to the natural grasslands where, like, Jason looks like he is right now. And our family has literally, this has become something we're committed to. We make sure they get there. We're out there. That was, oh, I'm going to cry. That was last year, marching across the road, right? And we stopped the traffic, and we're making sure that no predators are getting them. And look how proud she is. And all those little babies behind, they're just scurrying around. Oh, it's the sweetest thing. So proud of Gertrude. And it's so amazing for my family to experience this amazing experience of nature. I really feel like I want to write a book about Gertrude. She is an amazing, amazing mallard mama, let me tell you.
What a science lesson for your kids, eh?
Oh, I tell you, I love her. I'm so, like, I love the little babies too, but we've become really connected to Gertrude because we spend so much time with her,
Right.
watching her, just, the way she's like protecting her eggs, and she's pulling out the down, and she's, keeping everybody warm, and she's so attentive and loving and nurturing. And I think, in the end, exhausted because she's just doing a lot of things for these little ducklings. But we love the ducklings too, but it's so sad. Like when they hatch, it's so exciting. And then what's sad is we know she's leaving because her time has, done in the pot. And then we sort of say our farewell, our tearful goodbye, and wish her well. And then we'll often go and walk into the area where she's with her ducklings, but there's lots of other ducks, so we're not really sure. I think I can pick her out, or we like to think we can see her, but we know she gets there safe. And then we just wish her well for her fall and winter, and we just really hope to see her again in the spring. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. And I literally talk about her every day, but I've tried to, like, not make our site be about Gertrude because I know, Jason. I can be.
You tell me about Gertrude lots. What I can't believe, though, is you haven't decorated this pot to be more nice for her.
I don't want to change the pot. That's my fear, though. If I change it, what if she doesn't come back? So nothing is allowed in that pot. There will never be a plant in that pot. Again, there's kind of like this stick-like sort of thing that I think maybe looks like, I don't know, something that she would see, reeds or something in the pond. She's very protected, very insulated, and I'm very protective of her. Like, I don't want anyone to disturb her. She's just really safe and hidden from the elements. Like when it rains, because of like kind of the lip on the top of our roof line, she's very protected from the wind and the rain. There was sometimes that it was cool, and I used to kind of peek out and say, Gertrude, would you like to come inside? Because I would totally be okay with that. But I don't, because I don't want to disturb her or upset her. But I feel like she trusts us, and like she's just the sweetest little duck I've ever met. I haven't met many, but for the ones, you know, like I've seen in the park if I'm walking, Gertrude is the best.
Well, you know, after 6 years, that's more than just a encounter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been really amazing. So that's my, I guess, Friday feel good, Gertrude gratitude, you know, the nurturing qualities of nature, you know, find those in the weekend as we move forward into June. Notice those things that we maybe don't always notice when we're walking. You know, Steve spoke yesterday about listening to the birds, you know, whether it's looking for wildlife or, you know, any kind of insect. I mean, the insects are starting to come out more.
You know, this kind of reminds me, it's kind of a cheesy story, but you know, every spring I have to replant some brown spots on my lawn because of my dog, right?
Yep. Yep.
And I nurture that lawn. I nurture that part so it can grow again, right? But it's me nurturing it. But you know, as those green shoots start to pop up, you feel like you've accomplished something, right?
You do. You really do. Yeah.
That's kind of, and I would imagine Gertrude, you're not doing nothing for Gertrude, but watching her. Somehow she is nurturing you, right?
Yes. She provides, like every morning when I get up, when anybody in our family gets up, really, they're going to look and say good morning to Gertrude. And, you know, when you go to bed, you're literally poking your head out saying, good night, Gertie, you know, and she has become really much a part of our daily routine as a family. And we're just really grateful for her and really amazed by the power of just the natural world, right? And the things that continue, like she's continuing despite the COVID-19 pandemic. This, you know, natural process of nesting is continuing for these lovely creatures, and they're just very wonderful to watch. And it really just puts a lot of things in perspective in terms of our lives and, you know, the power that we have or don't have, and just, you know, I guess valuing just the little things that continue to happen, the rebirth, the regrowth, the, you know, the continuing of nature.
Yeah, and just how the cycles, right? It just keeps cycling, and now there are, you know, 50, 60 little Gertrudes out there doing something, right?
Exactly. And I'm somehow connected to them, right? I'm part of that family.
Grandma
I
Marnie.
write a book, truly. Like, I really, truly need to do a book about Gertrude the duck, because I just can't. Like, look at that picture, Jason. Look at her. She's so proud.
She's
I'm
pretty.
still worried because she walks so fast, right? And like, those little babies have to like double time it. And yeah, I have to double time it to make sure they get there okay. So
No, she knows what she's doing, doesn't she?
No, she does know what she's doing. That's the thing. Like I worried so much about the ramp and all of these things. And you know what? She figured it out. She knew it was going to be okay. She just believed in the process of just letting things unfold, I guess. Right?
Yeah, pretty powerful story.
Yeah.
Good way to end the week, I think,
I
right?
think it's a great way to end the week. And now, like, you know, I'm going to have to like update people on these ducklings because I really feel like it's about a week, maybe 2 weeks away, but I think about a week, week and a half, and they'll be hatching. So we could maybe do like a
I'll have to
live.
work on the party video, the video announcement video or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be great if we could do like a live coverage of, you know, the ducklings getting to the pond.
Okay, you have to get your kids to that because they're probably
I
more.
have to figure something out.
They can make a video of the birth of the babies.
Yes, we'll see. We'll see what we can capture. We try to give her privacy, right? We don't want to like overwhelm her with our presence, but we also want to see and enjoy and just cherish her for the next little bit that we'll have her on our front step. And then we will anxiously, you know, wish her well for her the rest. I always just wonder where she goes. Like I always just kind of look at her and say, like, Gertie, how was winter? Like, were you in Arizona? Like, where did you go? Did you go? Like, where does she go? What does she do all winter?
Yeah, she's out looking for her husband, I guess.
Yeah, well, every year she gets a new one. I've learned a lot about them, and so they are seasonally monogamous. So there has been a different male, I assume, each year. So this year there was a big male on our front lawn that I thought was like a turkey. He was so big. So I haven't seen him again, but he was a very large male mallard duck. So I'm assuming that's her partner this year.
So, a warning to everybody, I think. A warning from me. If you haven't got the impression, Marnie is pretty protective of her duckies. And if you think you're going to go take a look at them, don't do it because you will be in big trouble.
I will stop you before you approach my step. I'm very protective of Gertrude. So
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
where this is, because this is just a protected secret.
Yeah. And you'll be able to see them as you share those updates. So
Absolutely. I will definitely share again.
thanks for telling our story.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Have a great weekend. The weather's supposed to be awesome. A little windy,
Yes,
but hey, hopefully
that's right.
warm.
We'll make the best of it. Enjoy your weekend too. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Take care. Okay. Now again, I have to figure out how to shut this down. Now I get to do some editing.